I'm Andrew Scott Smith. I'm running to be your next U.S. Senator from the great state of Mississippi. Why? I'm a husband, a father, and a builder. And the question why is probably the most important one I'll have to answer this whole campaign. Our country is facing problems that we've never had before, and so is our state. We have the collapse of our currency, the death of our dollar. Too many of our rural hospitals are closing down. Too many of our dollars don't flow into the classrooms. Too many of our kids are stuck in failing schools because of a zip code or where they live. Parents don't even have a choice of what kind of medical care that their children receive. The government mandates that they have certain vaccinations before they even attend our public schools. Too many of our babies are dying. Too many of our grocery bills and utility bills have skyrocketed, and everything's too expensive. Barriers to entry are too high for new participants in the marketplace. There's too much consolidation. Too few people hold the grips of power on too many industries. 4 companies essentially dominate the meat packing industry, which leaves our ranchers in a position of you either take our price or you leave it, giving them absolutely nowhere to sell their beef to. Our farmers are experiencing not only falling commodity prices, which is leaving many of them high and dry and unable to repay their loans, but our ranchers aren't getting fair paychecks for their U.S. beef that they grow right here at home. And many of our farmers and ranchers are now discovering the problems with mass consolidation in corporate America, and nobody's putting forward real concrete solutions. Any politician can point at problems all day long, but it takes a real problem solver to put forward a plan and a solution to the issues that plague our people. That's what makes me different. With 19 ready to file bills on day one, I've got a plan that actually backs up my promises that I make to you. And my promise that I make to you is this: I will secure a fiscal future, strengthen our families, and return a free, open, and competitive market to the American people. For too long, politicians have not been honest with you and have only told you what they needed to say to get elected. But the hard truth is, our fiscal future in this country is completely uncertain at this point. The dollar is in a death spiral, and people my age will never receive a dime of Social Security. What's the solution? We responsibly phase out the current Social Security program. We federalize the national debt so our interest costs go to almost zero without creating hyperinflation. And we restore confidence back into the U.S. dollar. It's time we roll out school choice nationwide. It's time that we end the era of vaccine mandates and restore parental rights in the schoolhouse to what they should be. It's time that we give the lifeline to our rural hospitals and our young families that are starting out that they so desperately deserve. It's time to end mass consolidation in the United States market and return to a free, open, and competitive market instead. And it's time that the era of 3 index fund giants, BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, using your retirement funds to vote in their agenda, steering the corporate wheel of America, are over. I was born in Marion County, Mississippi. I've lived in Monticello. I've lived in Columbus. I've lived in Starkville. I've lived in Jackson. I've been all over this great state. This state's my home, and I refuse to leave it worse off than I found it. Mississippi doesn't deserve invisible leadership. Mississippi doesn't need a carpetbagger telling us how to live our lives. Mississippi needs a born and bred son of this state, the land that built you and I, who will stand up strong, fight the good fight, tell you the hard truths, and be the consistent conservative that Mississippi deserves. My name is Andrew Scott Smith. I'm running to be your next U.S. Senator from the great state of Mississippi, and I'm the consistent conservative you can trust.